All right, hello kids. How are we doing today? My name is Brian Coffin, and I'm from the fire department. I'm here to teach you a little bit about fire safety. We'll get right into it and talk about 911 and basically when you should call. 911 is the emergency contact number that you can call for any emergency, especially for fires or if you see smoke in your house. I don't want you to call 911 until you get outside of the house first. You don't want to be trapped inside with the fire, so you need to get outside before you call 911. Why you should call them is if you see smoke in the house, smells a lot of smoke, black smoke, or if you actually see the fire. The smoke alarm should be going off at this point as long as your parents have replaced the batteries. So that's when you should call 911. Next is how to get out of the house. Basically, don't hide. Don't hide in your closets. Don't hide under your bed. If you see smoke or see a fire, you need to get outside the house. It really could save your life. You should go to a place that you and your parents have established to meet outside, which would be a safe place for you, away from the fire inside the house. And again, the smoke alarm should be going off if there is a fire and a lot of smoke. And please never ever hide inside the house. That is just so dangerous. We don't want to have the fire department have to come in and looking for you if you are hiding. So please do not do that. The next thing we will learn is if you see smoke, the smoke tends to stay up high and rise. To start with, you want to get down on the floor and crawl. You want to stay below the smoke because the smoke can make it very hard to breathe. It's really bad for you. When you're low on the ground, the air will be cooler because the smoke will be warm. So it will make it easier to breathe. So we want to get down and crawl to your exit. You need to know where your exits are. We'll get to the fire escape plan here in a minute that your parents should be teaching you. Next, we're going to talk about stop, drop, and roll. This is very important. If your clothes are on fire, please stop, drop to the ground, and start rolling. If you you probably should cover your eyes and your mouth and your nose with your hands if you can. Keep rolling on the ground until you get the fire put out off your clothes. It's very dangerous, and it is a stop, drop, and roll will help put out the fire if your clothes are on fire. So that's a very easy one to remember, and I hope you remember that for the rest of your life. Next, we're going to talk about your toys. Don't leave toys near fires, like the fireplace or a heater your parents may have in the house. The toys can catch fire very easily and catch the house on fire. So it's very important, children, that you do not leave toys next to a fire. Never do that. Some of the products that are in the toys can catch them on fire very easily. So it can be a really bad situation, children. Next, we're going to talk about the fire escape plan. This is a plan that your parents should be practicing with you on how to get out of your house in case of a fire. Your Your parents should have taught you which exits to use, depending on where the fire is at, where you should meet your parents or an adult outside of your home if there is a fire. Make sure your parents have you practice this. I would say at least every 6 months, kids. If you did it every 3 months, that would be just awesome. You need to have this drilled down into your heads. Never forget, this is how to get out of your house. And if you're not understanding a fire escape plan, it's almost like it's basically a fire drill like you have in school. They teach you how to exit your classroom and you go meet your teacher outside where they've told you to meet them so they can account for all the kids. The next thing I would like to talk about, and the last thing I have for you guys, is if you're in your room or in another room and the door's shut and you smell smoke, you see smoke, and you think the house is on fire, put your hand on the door. If the door's hot, do not open it. That means there's fire on the other side, and that'll let the fire into your room even faster. So do not do that. So I hope everything I've talked about today you will remember, and it will keep you safe. So that's it for my presentation, kids. Do you have any questions?